Earlier, we used to have ego problems. Oh, the wife is earning more than the husband. Oh, ego problem will come. In this new era, I hope the younger generation of women will not have to face those kind of issues.
Yeah, ma'am.
Where everybody is comfortable. Okay, today you're earning more than me. It's fine. We are all contributing to the same family. That's all it is. We are all equal. Adada Nanga, we have to realize that. And just because I am a woman or you are a man, it doesn't mean that you are stronger or I am weaker. It doesn't mean that. And family la irkumbodhu, we all have equal responsibilities. The lesson that I learned is failures are only natural. They are only stepping stones to success. And just because we have failed, we must not step back. We must not cross the rest of the journey out. We must move forward and keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. It's every day is a new day. Integrity is important. So that has been, at any point, in business or in life, I don't want to deny anybody else their rights, whether it's a child, whether it's a adult. So that has been something that I'm very conscious about.
மீடியா மைன்ஸ் நேயர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். மீடியா மைன்ஸ் நான் ஷரத், இது கோவை ஐகான்ஸ். கோவை ஐகான்ஸ்ல வெரி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைமா ஒரு உமன் ஆண்டர்பிரினர் தான் பார்க்குறோம். வெல்கம் டு த ஷோ அர்ச்சனா மேம்.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, tell about yourself, ma'am, for our viewers.
So I'm settled in Coimbatore for about 14 years now. But naanga vandadu actually it is from Tirupur, and before that from Bangalore, and before that from Ahmedabad. So long journey. I did my MSc in zoology, Bangalore University la pannom. Adukaprom I was working with an organization, Center for Environment Education, Ahmedabad la in the organization. And I really enjoyed my work working for environmental conservation. At the time, environment was a very new field. Naanga enna pannalum, it was more like almost like an entrepreneurship journey also. So on the area la enna pannano, environment ka, how do you conserve environment? How do you tell people more about the importance of conservation? How do you tell people about the importance of waste segregation? These were the major challenges that we were facing. At the time, there were no funds to do environmental work. So we had to do fundraising, we had to do content development, we had to do education of people around us, starting from children right up to adults. So idellam pannumbodhu for 14 years I worked with the Center for Environment Education. And I must say that that was the base for me in my learning journey, because when I was working there, from all aspects, I was trying to manage the entire progress of work. So that gave me confidence that even on my own, I can do something. That plus the fact that my father was also into business, my grandfather was also into business. So I kind of maybe had the genes in
default.
me. But of course, I was enjoying my journey for 14 years with that organization. But at some point, when you get married and then you have a child, then you feel that, you're neglecting the home. So I decided that I should resign from my job. And I thought I will spend some time with my child as she was growing up. But I think, once you've started working, it never allows you to just sit at home. And I also had a very cooperative family. So they encouraged me to keep doing something. And I never imagined that I would start my own business. I thought I would take up another job. But then, it so happened that because of my understanding of the education field, for the 14 years that I worked across India. I thought I must focus on education again. And when I was doing that, there was another company that approached. They were trying to launch preschools in Tamil Nadu. And that is how I moved from mainstream environmental education to focusing on the younger children, focusing on preschool education. And at that time, I was already aware that if I do anything, it will be in the field of preschool or primary school, because if you want to make any change, in the child, that is the age. So when the preschool opportunity came, I was a little hesitant because it was a business, and I was wondering whether again I will go back to that very hectic schedule and no time for family again. But I must say that, from working in a job to becoming an entrepreneur yourself, there is a difference. Because when you are an entrepreneur, you're working for yourself. And there is no limit to what you can do, what you cannot do. And creativity is much more, you can explore creativity like anything. There's nobody who will say, no, this is not a good idea. So that was very, again, motivating. And so I think that is how it really started.
Ma'am, நீங்க வந்து தமிழ்நாடு கவர்மெண்ட்ல இருந்து ஒரு அவார்டு வாங்கியிருக்கீங்க from Pollution Control Board. அது எதுக்கு வேண்டி மேம் வாங்குனீங்க?
When I was on the Center for Environment Education இருக்கும்போது நாங்கள் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு ஃபீல்ட் ஆஃபீஸ் செட் பண்ணோம் திருப்பூரில்.
ஓகேங்களா.
ஸோ திருப்பூரில் மோஸ்ட்லி அஃப்கோர்ஸ் என்வாயன்மெண்டல் ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ஸ் இன் திருப்பூர் எல்லாரும் தே யூஸ் டு ஒர்க் வித் த பொல்யூஷன் ப்ராப்ளம் இன் திருப்பூர். But நம்ம ஆர்கனைசேஷன் என்னன்னா, we wanted to bring about a positive change.
Okay,
so we instead of focusing on only the pollution in Tirupur, we started looking at waste management. எப்படி நாங்க solid waste நாங்க எப்படி மேனேஜ் பண்ணலாம். solid waste னா industrial solid waste கிடையாது. வீட்ல நம்ம வீட்ல household solid waste, how do you manage? So that was before, before all these. Now today whatever we are seeing in solid waste management, it is because of the work of all those previous years that Center for Environment Education did with the Ministry of Education. That is how all this has come about. So on the time we set up models where or area we used to hire rag pickers. அவங்களுக்கு ட்ரைனிங் கொடுத்து அவங்க டோர் டு டோர் போய் வேஸ்ட் கலெக்ட் பண்ணி அந்த வேஸ்ட்டும் ஒரு செக்ரிகேட்டட் மேனராக கலெக்ட் பண்ணி, ஸோ வி யூஸ் டு எஜுகேட் த ஹவுசஸ். நீங்க எல்லாரும் 2 பக்கெட்ல வேஸ்ட் வச்சிருங்க. ஒரு பிளாஸ்டிக் வேஸ்ட், தி அதர் இஸ் ஆல் காய்கறி குப்பை எல்லாமே ஒரு பாஸ்கெட்ல வச்சிருங்க. அந்த மாதிரி we used to go and educate the households. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு 7 or 8 ஏரியாஸ்ல நாங்க இந்த மாதிரி செக்ரிகேஷன் எஜுகேஷன் பண்ணி, அப்புறம் ரேக் பிக்கர்ஸ்க்கு எஜுகேட் பண்ணி அவங்களுக்கு அந்த தள்ளுவண்டி எல்லாம் கொடுத்து, we got sponsorship from Rotary Club and all that. So we gave them all that. Then they used to every day in the morning ring a bell, go and collect the waste. And the waste collect panni enna pananum. So we tied up with another company in Tirupur. They gave us some space in Tirupur, some land, and we built composting pits. So on the composting pits we used to generate compost, and plastics ellame, paper and plastics, we set up a paper making unit.
Okay, ma'am.
From Khadi village Gram Udyog, there was a very beautiful paper making unit.
Okay.
Compact indது. So we got that, set that up there. So the same rag pickers were employed in the paper making unit also.
Okay, ma'am.
And for the plastics, we set up a plastic weaving unit.
Okay, ma'am.
So all these three together was like a comprehensive solid waste management plan. So because of that, I got the award from Pollution Control Board.
Congratulations on your award, ma'am. இந்த பிஸி ஸ்கெடியூல்ல இருந்தீங்க, அப்புறம் திருப்பியும் வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ஃபேமிலி ஒரு சின்ன பாச குழந்தையெல்லாம் பிறந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் ஜென்ரலா வந்து அந்த உமன்ஸ் ஃபேஸ் பண்ற ஒரு பாஸ் தான். அதுக்கப்புறம் திருப்பியும் வந்து நீங்க ஒரு மெயின் ஸ்ட்ரீம் பிஸ்னஸ் கூட நான் வரணும், பட் அது வந்து ஒரு எஜுகேஷன் செக்டர்ல தான் இருக்கணும், அதுவும் வந்து பிரைமரி செக்டர்ல தான் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு நீங்க டிசைட் பண்ணும்போது உங்க ஃபேமிலி பேக்ரவுண்ட் என்ன சொன்னோம், ஃபேமிலியில் என்ன சொன்னாங்க? ஏன்னா பீயிங் entrepreneurial family, everyone motivates you, but உங்களுக்கு அந்த பாஸ்ல இருந்து திருப்பியும் இட்ஸ் லைக் நான் போனோன்னு உங்களுக்கு சேலரி கிடைக்கிறது, இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட், இட்ஸ் அண்ட் பேபி, யூ ஹேவ் டு டேக் அப் வித் யூ. அந்த ஃபேஸ் எப்படி மேம் இருந்துச்சு உங்களுக்கு?
It was very tough on all of us actually, and I must really be very grateful to my child because she adjusted a lot. I think she grew up almost for the first 13 years without her mother's presence all the time. But very helpful family, my husband, my in-laws, my parents, all of them used to support. And plus I think I would like to mention the friend circle, because I think that is very important for a woman, to have friends. And that's what happened to me. The friends that we had as family friends, they all had children of my daughter's age. So when I was not available, or I was traveling, or I was doing something, they would just take my daughter and bring her up as if she was their daughter.
Own daughter.
So now, although I have only one daughter, but my daughter has grown up always with 3 or 4 children along with her. So she of course now, I mean, the relationships are so strong. She almost feels she has 3 mothers and 3 fathers, and she feels she has so many brothers and sisters. So that is, I think, the support that you get from family, the support that you get from friends is very, very important. When you start something like this.
In the entrepreneurship journey la உங்களுக்கு struggles the hindrance அப்படிங்கிறது என்ன மேம் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணீங்க? Obstacles?
I think biggest hindrance was business la you have to be a little aware that there may be pitfalls. That is, there may be people who are not straightforward with you. So for me, that was the biggest challenge, because I was not able to make out people who are not straightforward.
நல்லவங்கள கெட்டவங்கனே segregate
not able to, because generally you always trust everybody. You never go with the feeling that, oh, this person is going to do that or that person. So I felt that we have to be careful, especially as women. I think men have a stronger sense. They are able to make out what's happening. But I think with us as women, we tend to trust a little more.
Yeah, true.
So as a result, there are people who sort of look at it only from their point of view. Avangoda business, avangoda money safe airkano. They don't look at it as, you have worked along together. How do you move together? They don't look at it like that. So that is one learning that I had to make on a personal level, where the fact that we always feel that everybody is our family and we all have to prosper, we all have to grow together. But then it doesn't always happen the same everywhere.
Ma'am, இப்போ இருக்கிற அப்கமிங் உமன் ஆண்டர்பிரனர்ஸ்க்கு வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி அப்படின்னு ரொம்ப மினிமலாக தான் இருக்குது. இப்போ நிறைய இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் அண்ட் ஃபேஸ்புக் மூலியம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சின்ன சின்ன உமன் ஆண்டர்பிரனர்ஸ் வராங்க. அவங்க ஒரு பெரிய லெவல், ஒரு லார்ஜ் ஸ்கேலில் வரணும் அப்படின்னா அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு 2 or 3 வேர்ட்ஸ் நீங்கள் என்ன மேம் சொல்லுவீங்க? இது பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா கண்டிப்பாக இட் வில் பி யோர் சக்ஸஸ் அப்படின்னு யோர் சக்ஸஸ் மந்த்ரா மேம் டு லைக் ஃபேஸ் த சொசைட்டி ஆல் அலோன் ஆஸ் அ உமன்?
I think collaboration is the key in today's world. So we are all doing small things in our own backyards. If we can all come together and work together, form associations wherein we can promote one another's work, I feel that is the biggest. I think marketing is still a challenge for many women. We don't know how to. We do a lot of work, but we don't know how to show that to the world. So even to face that, I feel, if we can all come together, there are many organizations. All Ladies Association and all is another good organization. There are organizations like BNI, even Rotary and Ladies Club, and so many of these kind of things are there, which helps you to network with more people and get more people to know you. And when you do that, they also feel responsible. Oh, she's doing such good work, naan konja promote pannalame, why not tell other people about it? And the madri, you get support from unknown quarters. So I feel that is one area where many of us as women, we step back. We'll do all the work, neen poi market pannanga, and the madri we are ready to give that responsibility to somebody else. So I feel that is something we have to.
And நிறைய நான் ஓப்பனாக சொல்ல முடியாது, ஒரு மேல் டாமினண்டான சொசைட்டி தான் மேம் இந்தியா. ஜென்ரலி நாட் ஒன்லி இந்தியா, ஒரு ஓவரால் வேர்ல்டே வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, ஏன்னா அவ்வளோ ஜாஸ்தியாக உமன்ஸ்க்கு வந்து இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்குற யூஎஸ்ல வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ஒரு விமன் பிரசிடென்ட்டுக்கு ஒரு சான்ஸ் கொடுக்கல இப்போ வரைக்கும். அதனால நான் சொல்கிறேன், ப்ரொக்ரெசிவாக வந்து இந்தியா வந்து இந்திரா காந்தியாக இருக்கட்டும், பிரதீபா பட்டேலாக இருக்கட்டும், கொஞ்சம் சான்சஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இந்த மேல் சைடு வந்து உங்களுக்கு உங்கள் ஃபேமிலி சைடு, உங்கள் ஹஸ்பண்ட் சைடு என்ன சப்போர்ட் கிடைச்சோ, அதே மாதிரி ஒரு உமன்ஸுக்கு என்ன சப்போர்ட் வந்து அவங்க ஸ்பௌஸாக இருக்கட்டும், உங்கள் ஃபாதராக இருக்கட்டும், இல்லை பிரதர்ஸாக இருக்கட்டும், ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் என்ன சப்போர்ட் கொடுக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க?
I think very importantly, we are all equal. Adada nanga, we have to realize that. And just because I am a woman or you are a man, it doesn't mean that you are stronger or I am weaker. It doesn't mean that. And family la irkumbodhu, we all have equal responsibilities. It is not only my responsibility to cook and clean and take care of the child. My husband is equally responsible, and that is the support that I got from my husband also. In fact, even today my husband cooks better than I do. And
it's universal fact, ma'am. Men do cook better.
I don't know about that, but
ma'am, it's like that's why top hotels have male cooks.
Yes, but maybe if you provide enough opportunity to all women, you will still see that.
Yeah.
Because
Like my
there
mom
are
is the best
wonderful
cook, ma'am.
cooks, but they're all stuck in the kitchens,
Yeah, ma'am.
at home. And of course, now I'm very happy to see that there are so many small kitchens that have opened that
yeah,
can
ma'am.
be, that service homegrown food to
Yeah.
other people.
Like
That's wonderful.
most, like more metropolitan, cosmopolitan cities, you can
Yes.
see small aunties cooking in their
Packing
home. Yeah, and
lunch and
used to
things like that.
sell to all the bachelors in the neighborhood.
Yes. So that is wonderful. I think everybody has talent, and I don't think, we all have to be secure. Earlier, we used to have ego problems. Oh, the wife is earning more than the husband. Oh, ego problem will come. But I think those days should be gone now. And in this new era, I hope the younger generation of women will not have to face those kind of issues.
Yeah, ma'am.
Where everybody is comfortable. Okay, today you're earning more than me, it's fine. We are all contributing to the same family. That's all it is. And I think that's the way to move forward. Sharing of every responsibility, sharing of all burdens should be done equally.
மேம், இந்த ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப் ஜேர்னில நீங்க ஃபேஸ் பண்ண பிக்கெஸ்ட் ஃபெயிலியர், அங்கிருந்து எப்படி ஓவர் கம் பண்ணி இந்த ஸ்டேஜுக்கு வந்து நீங்க நிக்கிறீங்க?
It took time. I think it took almost 1.5 years to get over the failures.
Okay.
Major failure was, like I told you, I failed to identify people who were, who pulled the carpet from under my feet. I had developed something and it was completely taken away from me, and then I didn't have any rights over what I had developed. So when that happened, I felt terribly dejected, depressed. I felt like a failure. I felt, oh, this is the end of my world. So it took me about 1.5 years. In that 1.5 years, I received immense support from my family, from my friends, and from another group of organizations that I was working with already on other issues.
Okay.
And they came forward and they said, see, for so many years, you have built up this expertise in yourself. Forget that somebody has taken all your work. But you now know it's all in your brain, isn't it? So why are you sitting quietly? Start something of your own. Why do you have to waste time crying over spilt milk? Start something on your own and restart again, and we will support you. So that was a huge thing for me. Helen O'Grady was an organization that I was already associated with. So they came forward and they said, look, we are really looking to launch our preschool brand, and you have so much experience. So why don't you help us and partner us to launch that in India? And so for me, that was, it was like, when you feel that the whole world is against you, when somebody stands up and says that, it was like, now why am I hesitating? They are doing so much, they're coming halfway. Why can't I just cross and, give them the other support? So that is what happened with me. Very lucky that I had such good friends and family to support. It is a difficult phase in everybody's life, I think, when you have a failure. But I think the lesson that I learned is, failures are only natural. They are only stepping stones to success. And just because we have failed, we must not step back. We must not, cross the rest of the journey out. We must move forward and keep moving. It's every day is a new day. The first few weeks will be very, very tough. The first few months will be very, very tough. But once it settles, then, you will be on a totally new journey with totally new experiences.
Ma'am, one thing, ma'am, that one mantra for your life, இதுதான் என்னோட வாழ்க்கை தத்துவம், that one mantra for your life, what is that one mantra, ma'am?
The one mantra is, I think for me, it has always been integrity is important. So that has been, at any point, in business or in life, I don't want to deny anybody else their rights. Whether it's a child, whether it's a adult. So that has been something that I'm very conscious about.
Thank you, ma'am. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம கூட ஒரு உமன் ஆண்டர்பிரனர் அர்ச்சனா மேம் வந்து பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க நம்ம ஷோக்கு. அண்ட் ஒரு உமனாக இருந்து அந்த ஃபெயிலியர்ஸாக இருக்கட்டும், அந்த டவுன்ஃபாலை வந்து எப்படி வந்து வெளியே எடுத்து வந்தாங்க, அண்ட் அவங்க ஃபேமிலி சப்போர்ட் எப்படி இருந்துச்சு, அண்ட் எப்படியெல்லாம் அந்த ஒரு உமன் ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப் வந்து டெவலப் பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறத ரொம்ப அழகாக அவங்களோட டைமை நமக்கு ஒதுக்கி கொடுத்துருந்தாங்க. அண்ட் தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச்.